What's up, guys? It's your hamster on stream. I'm here, chewing gum like IT owes me money, and talking straight nonsense that's so deep IT wraps around and becomes dumb again. So, like, you're sitting there right now thinking, why am I even listening to this? And honestly, bro, same. I'm just a stream of consciousness with no brakes. Like a leaky faucet that nobody wants to fix because there's a hippo in pajamas living under the sink. Like, have you ever wondered why microwaves all go beep, 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 but none of them sing good job when your food is done? That would be so much more human. I want my microwave to give me a hug after heating up my sad noodles. And if chewing gum had a brain, I bet it would just jump out of your mouth when it's bored. Actually, I have a theory that gum is just reptilians in disguise wrapped in minty deception. And why do school rulers always smell like wood, but never like freedom? Why do alarm clocks hate us? I'm convinced they have a secret underground forum where they brag about ruining our mornings. One's like, I made him wake up 30 minutes early now, he's talking to his toaster. And the toaster's just sitting there like, bro, I'm just a piece of metal, stop yelling. And I've been thinking if plants could choose, would they all want to be cacti? I mean, you're covered in spikes. Nobody bothers you. Someone waters you once a year, dream life. Or maybe they'd pick to be lettuce. But being lettuce sucks, man. You just get chopped up while making crunchy death noises. I used to believe that if a slipper is upside down, that's bad luck. But if it's right side up, it's cool means there's a house spirit living inside it keeping everything in order. One time a slipper disappeared. I think it got offended. Or evolved. And spoons? Bro, why do we wash spoons when they're just gonna dive into soup again anyway? And they do it with so much confidence. Spoons are the most self-assured kitchenware. I wanna be like a spoon when I grow up. And gum. Gum is like relationships. Fresh and sweet at first, but eventually you just get used to it. And spitting it out feels rude. Washing machines. They're just introverts having mental breakdowns. Everything's spinning inside. It's chaos. But on the outside, just HMMMM. And how come fridges have lights, but freezers don't? 'Cause darkness in the freezer doesn't need explaining. I'm pretty sure there's an ice demon in there living off forgotten popsicles. He's the reason your frozen peas get that weird frostbite armor. Also, real talk, if you wear socks on your hands, you're instantly 67% puppet master. I streamed like that once. Got banned. No idea why. I was singing a song about potatoes while chewing lime gum that was louder than my thoughts. I think my cheeks are subwoofers now. And sometimes I wonder what if animals do talk, but only when we're not looking, like your cat's just sitting there like, here comes the two-leg again. He still thinks I don't understand Wi-Fi. I swear cats are sleep agents. They sit on you to absorb your anxiety and convert it into dreams. I tried that with a plush toy once, but it just stayed silent. Silence is either power or passive aggression. I still don't know. Also, what if noses could be unscrewed? Allergy season solved. You'd just be like, oh, pollen, click, boom. Now you breathe through your ears. I tried that once, but my ears were full of earbuds. One of them doesn't even work right. Probably introverted or left-handed. Left earphones are always more emotional. Did you notice? Right's all bass and aggression. Left is like, I miss her. Or maybe I'm wrong. I've got hamster biology, but the soul of a coffee machine that's never been descaled. And now you're wondering why you're even still listening. And then boom, you're also thinking about microwaves, chewing gum, and why schools never let us nap even though sleep is health. Lies, deception. We are victims of alarms and school bells. Time is a scam. I'd cancel time if I could. Replace clocks with meowing cubes that just purr when you're late. Like, meow, you failed again. But it's okay. Life isn't a race. It's a pie. Don't ask why a pie. I don't know. But in this universe, pies are metaphors for meaning, and I'm just a hamster with gum, unsure if I'm chewing time or if time's chewing me. And if time is chewing me, then I hope it at least has the decency to floss afterwards, 'cause I'm spicy like that. Like, have you ever felt like your thoughts are just squirrels in bumper cars? They're not trying to win, they're just trying not to die. That's me, 24/7. And you know what really messes with me? Pillows. Why are there so many types? Memory foam. Bro, I don't want my pillow remembering things. What if it recalls that one time I cried over a broken pencil? In 3rd grade, I don't need that kind of emotional surveillance in my REM cycles. And don't get me started on ceiling fans. They just spin and judge, especially when you stare at them too long. They start plotting. I'm convinced ceiling fans are introverted helicopters that gave up on their dreams. And socks. Bro, socks are the saddest love story ever. You meet one, you fall in love, and then one day, poof, it's gone. No note, no goodbye, just the washing machine whispering, it's part of the ritual. I think there's a sock dimension, like a whole fluffy void where lost socks float in slow motion to low-fee beats. I want to visit. I'd be their king, the sock monarch. Chewing gum, we're in a cape made of dryer lint. And speaking of dryer lint, what even is that stuff? Where does it come from? Are clothes just slowly evaporating every time we wash them? Is my hoodie just a ghost now? Am I wearing a memory? That's deep, man. Too deep. I need a juice box. Also, who decided forks need for prongs? Why not 3 or 5? Y is for the perfect number of food stabbers. Is it some ancient dinner geometry? And then there's cereal. It's either soup or chaos. Like, it starts crispy, and 5 seconds later, it's a sad swamp of sugar and regret. And we still eat it. Why? Because we believe in cereal. It's the morning's apology for existing. I trust cereal more than I trust my own reflection after 2 a.m. Real talk, my reflection at night moves weird. I wave, and it's like, you again. Yeah, bro. Still ugly, thanks. And mirrors, bro, mirrors don't show reality. They show the idea of you. And sometimes I look in the mirror and think, yo, am I the evil twin? Like, maybe the real me is in another dimension, and he's got his life together and flosses and eats broccoli without crying. I bet he's not even addicted to gum. What a nerd. Also, if you name your plants, they live longer. That's science. Probably. I named my cactus Mr. Stabbington, and he hasn't died yet. So, proof. And I water him while chewing gum, because hydration is a lifestyle. I sometimes think, if thoughts made noise, the world would sound like a zoo in a blender. Just honk and meow. And why did I say that in 2014? You ever randomly remember something embarrassing and suddenly your whole body goes into airplane mode? Like you're just buffering with regret. That's why I chew gum, to drown out the cringe. My jaw has seen things, bro. Been places. Been to the edge of sanity and back via the gum aisle. And don't even ask how many wrappers I've hoarded. I could build a fortress. A crunchy, minty fortress of solitude. And inside would be nothing but my thoughts, a single bean bag, and maybe a confused squirrel playing a kazoo. Because why not? And you know what's wild? When your foot falls asleep, but your brain is awake. Betrayal. Pure betrayal. Like, excuse me, foot, we're on the same team. You're just gonna vibe with pins and needles while I'm trying to exist? Rude. Absolute disrespect. I think all body parts should unionize. Like, once a month, they vote on who's in charge, and if your elbow wins, you just start making wild decisions like learning to juggle salad. That's the kind of chaos I live for. And yeah, I chew loud. Yeah, my thoughts are weird. But at least I'm consistent. I'm a hamster with a mission. that I forgot halfway through. But it probably involved snacks, or enlightenment, or inventing edible socks. Still working on that. Anyway, reality is a suggestion, and I respectfully decline. So if you're still here, congrats, your brain is now a smoothie. Don't try to fix it. Just lean into the confusion. It's comfy here. We have gum and echoes of logic that don't make sense, but feel emotionally accurate. And that's just how it is, man. Just another beautiful, confusing, crunchy chewy day in the mind of a hamster with a headset and a dream made of bubblegum and Wi-Fi static. Wi-Fi static that whispers secrets only to people who've eaten cereal with a fork. Yeah, I said it. Cereal with a fork. It builds character and confusion. And honestly, I live for confusion. It's like brain seasoning. You ever walk into a room and forget why you're there, so you just stand in the middle like a lost NPC waiting for your quest text to load. That's me. That's always me. Except I'm holding a half-eaten Pop-Tart and chewing gum that tastes like ambition, but slowly fades into meh. But maybe that's the real metaphor for life. Everything starts with a sparkle and ends with a shrug. And I think that's okay. Not everything needs a point. Sometimes you're just a spinning fidget cube in the hands of the universe, clicking and rolling and spinning like you're trying to solve a puzzle that never existed. And hey, why don't we have edible pencils yet? Like, imagine taking notes and then just eating them. Tastes like algebra and anxiety. Delicious. And backpacks, bro, why are they still so heavy? It's 2025. Where's my gravity-canceling jelly pack that floats behind me like a chill cloud? I want my bag to hum low-fi beats and tell me I'm doing great. Is that too much to ask? I think not. I think the real reason backpacks are heavy is so school can train you for carrying emotional baggage L. Hater in life. Think about it. Or don't. Your call. Also, I've been thinking, are bananas actually fruit or just nature's stress toys? Like, soft, squishy, oddly shaped. And always there for you when life gets weird. And then there's yogurt. I don't trust yogurt. It's too calm, too smooth. It knows something. Especially the fruit on the bottom kind. It's hiding secrets under that vanilla smile. I feel like if you stare at it long enough, it'll tell you how you're gonna die. Choked on existential dread, or a rogue raisin. Raisins. Bro, they're like grapes that gave up on dreams. Shriveled ambition snacks. But still, I respect them. Raisins are the goth kids of the fruit bowl, silently judging your apple slices. And speaking of judgment, mirrors again. Yeah, I'm back to mirrors. Can we talk about how you never look normal when you're brushing your teeth? Why do we all look like confused alpacas, foamy mouth, dead eyes, weird angles, like the bathroom becomes a horror movie and your toothbrush is the villain? One time I zoned out brushing my teeth and thought I was on a cooking show, and now we gently season the molars. Why is my brain like this? No one knows. Scientists tried to study me once, but the data melted into bubblegum and quantum memes. Also, I have this theory that if you say bruh enough times in a row, you can summon another dimension. It's like a frequency. First bruh is chill. Second bruh is concern. Third bruh opens a wormhole to the land of forgotten homework and slightly soggy fries. That's where I'm from, by the way. Born in the back seat of a cosmic minivan between a stale Capri Sun and a talking sock named Greg. Greg still calls sometimes. He's doing fine. Married a slipper. Anyway, you ever think about how weird elbows are? Like, why do they crunch when you move them wrong? I don't trust any joint that makes snack noises. That's how you know your body's trying to communicate, but doesn't speak your language. Like, my knee recently made a sound that I'm pretty sure was Morse code for help. I ignored it. I had gum to chew and zero time for joint drama. Priorities, and the clouds. Man, clouds are just the sky's way of sighing. Like, humans again. I want to be a cloud. Just float. No schedule. No taxes. Just vibes and the occasional dramatic thunderclap. That's the dream. But until then, I'm just here, on stream, chewing gum like it's a spiritual practice, and talking nonsense like it's a form of rebellion against reality. And it is. Because if you don't question why ducks have knees or why pizza boxes are square but the pizza is round and the slices are triangles, are you even alive? That's the thing, bro. The more questions you ask, the more you realize the universe is held together by string, duct tape, and someone's forgotten iPod playlist from 2009. And maybe that's the whole point. Or maybe there isn't one. Maybe we're all just jelly beans in a cosmic gumball machine, rolling around, bouncing off each other, hoping we don't land in someone's sock drawer. But until we figure it out, I'm just gonna keep chewing this gum like it's the last flavor on Earth and talking like my brain's a bag of popcorn that never fully pops. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Still spinning, still chomping, still confused, and still not done. Still not done, not even close, cause my brain just opened a side quest called What If Chairs Had Feelings? Like imagine, every time you sit down, the chair's like, oh, okay. Guess I'm your emotional support now. And office. Chairs, man, those guys go through everything. You spin on them, lean back like you're about to philosophize on life, eat snacks and drop crumbs, and they never complain. That's loyalty. Chairs are the real ride or die. Meanwhile, bean bags. Just absorb your problems and turn them into static electricity. That's why every time you get up, zap, that's your trauma. Unloading. Through your socks. Also, can we talk about toothpaste flavors? Why is it always mint or supermint or Arctic Glacial Blizzard Extreme Spearmint V3.0? Why not pizza toothpaste or bubblegum spaghetti? I want to brush my teeth with regret and cheese. It'll keep me humble. But new, it's always like, here, taste cold pain. And why does mouthwash feel like liquid betrayal? You swish it for 30 seconds, and suddenly your gums are screaming like you just gave them a breakup. Speech, it's not you, it's gingivitis. And yo, dream logic, absolutely unhinged. Last night I dreamed I was being chased by a duck in a top hat who wanted my Netflix password. I gave it to him. His name was Charles. He spoke with a British accent and stole my slippers. I woke up and my feet were cold. Coincidence? I think not. Dreams are just your brain playing Mad Libs while your body recharges. It's like, okay, we've got a dolphin, a birthday cake, and your old math teacher. Let's make trauma soup. Boom, nightmares. And we pay for this with sleep? Nah, I want refunds. Also, fun fact that's probably fake, but emotionally true. If you yell snack, time into a cave, it echoes your soul. I haven't tested this because I'm afraid of caves. And snacks. Well, I love snacks, but I fear running out of them. Snack scarcity is my villain origin story. That's why I always carry emergency chips in my hoodie. Crushed? Yes. Delicious? Also yes. Crunchy trauma therapy. Don't judge. Let's pivot to a serious question. Who decided Tuesdays were allowed? Like, Mondays get hate, sure, but Tuesdays just exist for no reason. They're like the sock that doesn't match, but no one wants to talk about it. Tuesdays are the ceiling tile of the week. Bland. Suspiciously quiet. Probably plotting. Meanwhile, Thursdays are cool. Thursdays are like, yo, you're almost there, champ. While Sundays are basically the end credits of your weekend that you watch with popcorn and existential dread. And time zones? Bro, time zones are fake. My friend lives 3 hours behind me and we're texting at the same time. But technically I'm talking to his past. I'm basically a time traveler with Wi-Fi. I should get a medal, or at least a juice box. Maybe grape. Grape juice is the philosopher of drinks. It tastes like ancient secrets and questionable decisions. Apple juice is chaos. Orange juice is a weapon if you brush your teeth first. That's chemical warfare. You ever do that? Sip OJ after brushing? Instantly unlocks your inner scream. Also, shout out to socks that survive the dryer. Y'all are real ones. And let's be honest, most of us are like one slightly delayed sneeze away from an emotional breakdown, and yet, we still show up still. Chew gum, still question reality, while looking at a potato and wondering if it dreams of being fries. And that's kinda beautiful, because potatoes, man, they start off ugly, covered in dirt, but with enough heat and love, they become the golden gods of the food pyramid. Be the potato, bro. Be the fry you want to see in the world. You know what else needs attention? Light switches. They're always just there, like silent gatekeepers of illumination. Click. Darkness. Click. Reality. But have you ever flipped one slowly, like real slow, it's dramatic. Feels like you're in a movie. I want my life to have that movie switch sound effect every time I make a decision. Like, should I microwave this burrito? Done. Yes, always yes. Burrito over everything, and you already know, I'm still chewing this gum. I don't even remember when I started. I think it fused with my soul. I'm 38% bubble at this point. My dentist probably dreams about me and wakes up in cold sweats. Sorry, Dr. Blinsky. I'm not quitting. This gum and we're into deep. We've seen things. We've been places. We've survived awkward silences, bad Wi-Fi, and every time someone said, let's circle back later. Nah, bro. Circles are lies. Let's zigzag forward. So yeah, this is your hamster. Your bubble-chewing prophet of nonsense, still spinning in the mental laundromat of life, still vibing at the frequency of confused ducks and emotional cereal. And I ain't stopping yet. No, I ain't stopping. I'm on this verbal roller coaster with no brakes and a snack cart that only sells imaginary muffins. Blueberry disappointment flavor. You ever bite into something and it tastes like a memory you didn't agree to? Remember, that's every rice cake I've ever eaten. You think it's food, and then boom, it's just edible air with a crunch that sounds like your dreams cracking. But sometimes I like that. It's humble. It's like, hey, this ain't much, but I tried. That's a vibe. Respect the effort. Also, big question, why do humans make birthday wishes and then blow on fire? That's magic level weird if you think about it. Like Happy Existence Day, here's a cake. Now exhale aggressively onto it in front of your friends, and everyone's just cool with that. If I ever meet an alien, that's the one tradition I'm leaving out. I'm not gonna be the reason Earth gets marked as chaotic neutral. But I bet aliens already watch our birthday rituals. And go, bro, they burn dessert and celebrate decay. Pass. And what's the deal with shoelaces? Why do they betray us when we need them most? You ever walk confidently, feel unstoppable, then bam, laces untied, ankle betrayal, instant emotional collapse. There's no cool way to fall because of laces. Your dignity just evaporates. And then you gotta do the awkward bendentai in the middle of the sidewalk like, yeah, this is my life now. Earth is my gym. I think laces are testing our humility. Velcro, that's the lazy man's rebellion. Loud, aggressive, and judgment-free. Velcro doesn't care what people think. Velcro's seen things. Yo, and you ever stare at a ceiling and suddenly think, how is paint even a thing? Like, who looked at a wall and said, this needs to be slightly blue for emotional reasons? That's art, I guess. Or madness. Same difference. And don't even get me started on carpet. That stuff's just emotional moss. Traps all your memories, crumbs, dreams, and lost hair ties from 2007. Carpet is the diary of the floor, and vacuums are just gossip collectors. Sucking up your shame one Cheerio at a time. Also, If you ever want to feel like a god, press the pump on a soap dispenser very slowly. It's pure power. You're controlling the ooze. You're the chosen one. But also, the soap always smells like fake plants and optimism. I want a soap that smells like I got out of bed today or I paid my bills early. That's the scent I need. Motivation Musk. Just imagine a line of hygiene products called Mild Success. Shampoo called I Answered That One Email. Conditioner named Didn't Cry in Public. You'd buy it. You know you would. And, man, you ever look at someone's eyebrows and think, that's leadership energy right there. Eyebrows are the unsung heroes of facial expression. You raise one, and suddenly you're mysterious. Raise both, surprised philosopher. Furrow them, ancient wisdom. Shave them, chaos gremlin. Eyebrows are punctuation for your soul. If I could grow mine into arrows, I'd point them in opposite directions just to confuse people. Like, where's the exit? Points up and sideways. Deal with it. Also, water bottles? Bro, why are some of them built like sci-fi missiles? I bought one that looks like it should contain nuclear codes. And all it does is leak into my backpack, like it's trying to escape reality. Meanwhile, Grandma's 1970 to thermos still keeps soup warm for 9 hours and never complains. Modern bottles just want to vibe on TikTok and emotionally collapse in hot weather. Same Dacho. Why does no one talk about how sneezing is basically your soul doing a cartwheel? You ever sneeze so hard you forget who you are for half a second? Like, achoo. And suddenly you're like, wait, what was I doing? Where am I? What's my PIN number? And everyone always blesses you, like they saw you astral project for a millisecond. I appreciate that. I think sneezes are mini resets, like your body hitting Alt-Del on your vibe. And oh man, bananas. Bananas are weird. Dude, like, why do they come with built-in jackets? And why do they always go from perfect to rotting sadness stick in 1 hour? Bananas live fast, die gooey. But still, the real mystery is, why do they smell like childhood every time I open one? I feel like I'm about to be handed a juice box and forced to nap. It's nostalgia fruit. But if you put one in a smoothie, it just dominates. Like, calm down, banana. No one invited you to take over the whole flavor profile. This was supposed to be a team effort. And you already know, still chewing this same piece of gum, it's not even flavor anymore. It's just vibes. My jaw's moving on muscle memory alone. I think I've transcended regular snack time and entered some kind of cosmic chew loop. Like, if I stop now, a portal opens. I don't even know what's on the other side. Probably socks, or a choir of mirrors humming the Wii theme. Whatever it is, I ain't ready. So I keep chewing, keep vibing, keep thinking thoughts no one asked for, but everyone secretly needs. Because in a world this weird, sometimes you just need a hamster with gum to say exactly nothing, in the most perfectly random way possible. And I'm still not done. Still not done, not even halfway, because my brain just opened another tab. Like, what if doorknobs had social anxiety? Think about it. Every time you grab one, it's like, oh no, someone needs me. I hope I spin right. I hope I'm not locked. What if they jiggle me too hard? What if I squeak? What if they judge me? Meanwhile, the door's just chillin' like, I got hinges. Bro, I'm solid. I'm stable. Unlike your 3 a.m. thoughts. And that's real. 3 a.m. thoughts hit different. You're lying there like, do penguins have knees? And what if I never actually learned how to blink properly? And suddenly it's 5 a.m. and you've Googled 6 conspiracy theories, bought a stress cactus, and emotionally bonded with a sock. And speaking of socks, again, how come one always disappears and the other just waits forever? Like a little cotton widow, it doesn't move on. It just sits in the drawer, watching every new pair with quiet disappointment. That's not him. It whispers, You'll never be him. Bro, I think my socks are emotionally deeper than me. And don't even get me started on sock holes. You ever have a hole so perfectly placed it becomes a personality trait? Like, yeah, I'm the guy with the one toe that's always out, like a tiny prisoner of fashion. Freedom for the toe. Viva Lato. Okay, but real talk, cereal mascots? What are they hiding? No one's that cheerful at 7 a.m. Tony the Tiger's like their greet, but behind the eyes, he's screaming. That dude's been pushing Frosted Flakes since forever. He's probably got a cereal existential crisis. And the Trix Rabbit. That guy's been gaslighted by children for decades. Silly rabbit. Tricks are for kids. Bro just wants a snack. Let the man eat. I swear if you gave him one bite, he'd vanish in a puff of rainbow trauma and peace. Breakfast mascots are just underpaid actors trapped in sugar contracts. Also, I want to talk about shoe boxes. Not shoes, shoe boxes. Why do I keep them? Why do I have a stack of them in my closet like I'm planning a cardboard revolution? I haven't used them for anything, but I can't throw them away. What if I need to put something vaguely shoe-shaped in one? What if society collapses and my shoeboxes become currency? I'll trade you to Nikes and a Puma for that flashlight. Bro, post-apocalyptic showbox barter economy. It's coming. Probably. Maybe. And bro, chew on this. Not just gum, but this thought. What if mirrors are just alternate versions of us waiting for their turn? Like they're stuck in pause mode, and every time you walk away, they continue their life like finally, it's my timeline. My mirror self is probably out there thriving, drinks water regularly, flosses, has consistent thoughts. Meanwhile, I'm chewing gum like it owes me rent, and wondering if pineapples feel pain when sliced. That's deep. I feel like pineapples would be dramatic if they could talk. Not the rings, anything but the rings. Drama fruit. Let's also acknowledge the emotional weight of dropping your phone face down. There's that half second of pure panic. Like the universe pauses. Time slows. Birds stop midair. Your ancestors whisper, "Oh no, he did it again." And then you flip it over, and it's fine. And suddenly you believe in miracles again. That's modern religion. That moment. That's church. Also, I low-key think phone cases should come with a "sorry I dropped you again" feature. Like a little voice that says, "It's okay, I still love you. You're doing your best." Emotional support case. Patent pending. Let's slide into another weird one, escalators. They're just stairs that gave up walking. Lazy stairs, but also powerful. They move without legs. They're the introverts of architecture. Do the job, but don't make eye contact. And the walk-along ones at airports, those are just horizontal flex machines. You step on, walk slightly faster, and suddenly you're an Olympic god. Everyone else is trudging, and you're gliding like behold my foot efficiency. I want one of those in my hallway. Just casually zoom from the kitchen to the bathroom, chewing gum like a time traveler. Also, when did pens get so advanced? Some of them have buttons, lasers, erasable ink, personalities. I swear I had a pen that judged me. I'd write something dumb and it'd skip like, "Nope, you don't deserve ink for that. Pen, please, I'm fragile." You ever click a pen so much it becomes part of your identity? Like, you're not even writing, you're just clicking and thinking, like, yeah, I'm doing something important. You're not. But the vibe? Immaculate. And yo, you already know what's up. Gum's still in my mouth, still going strong. But at this point, it's just nostalgia and chewable. Alright, that's enough rambling from your favorite bubblegum chewing hamster for today. If you enjoyed this wild ride through my crazy brain, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. My first big goal is hitting 1,000 awesome subscribers, and every one of you helps make that happen. So stick around for more nonsense, deep thoughts, and of course, lots of gum chewing. Catch you in the next stream. Peace out.